Yep. Just a boys episode, this one. Belle was away today, so just Ben and myself. Had some cracking calls, some more gory stories. We're inspired to do that again after Halloween. Had some shockers. Also, we spoke to people who got rich really quick, and there was this dude whose mate became a millionaire in like a split second from zero effort. Favourite story of the week. Enjoy.
Y'all ready for this? Here we go.
Live across Australia.
I love at hotmail.com.
Have you stayed true to the email?
Oh, like you wouldn't believe.
This is Late Drive with Ben, Liam and Belle.
I'm so glad we beeped that.
Come give me something I can feel.
On Nova.
G'day, Australia. Thanks for joining us on your Friday night. Tonight, you just got me and Liam. Belle is off sick. She has got a headache.
I think it's a migraine.
Sorry.
It's a big headache.
Yeah, it's like a headache, but just like a little bit worse.
Yeah.
So she's off sick with the migraine, but the show goes on as normal. Got a bunch of amazing prizes to give away tonight, and kicking off the show with Second Chance Talkback.
Second chance, second chance, second chance. Second chance, talkback. Second chance. On your radio. Second chance.
Every Friday we open up the phone lines again, 13 24 10. If there's any phoners we did that you missed out on, call us now. I mean, there were some good ones this week, Ben. What are you going to hell for?
Yep.
That was memorable. Have you been on a blimp? We actually got callers for that.
Multiple.
Yeah, and have you touched a president?
13 24 10 is our number. Kicking it off tonight on your Friday night with Shelley in Adelaide. What's a comment you'll never forget?
Oh, well, I have a work colleague and I wasn't sure whether he liked me or not. And his comment to me was when I walked into his office, hi, Shell, do you know what I like about you? And I said, what's that? And he said, nothing.
You really took the bait on it as well. You know, you're like, oh, what? What is it? Is it my nose? Is it my thick eyelashes? Oh, no, you don't like anything about me.
And Nicole in Melbourne, who said no to the photo?
I was in a museum in Paris and I got shut down by Clint Eastwood security. He was researching a new role and I'm like, that's Clint Eastwood. So I got the camera out, zoomed on in, and this guy comes up, I'm sorry, no photos. So I got totally blocked.
Yeah, right. I thought you went up and asked Clint Eastwood for a photo. I was going to say, that would be one of the scarier people, I think, on earth to ask for a photo.
Yeah.
Like, I don't think in anywhere would be like, yeah, sure. You know what I mean? He just seems like a very standoffish kind of guy.
We are doing Second Chance Talkback tonight, Australia, 13 24 10, if you want to get involved. Sarah, you're calling up because you went viral.
Yes, I did. So my sister posted a TikTok. We did one of those dancing trend ones. I was a teacher at the time as well, and all the kids at school saw it. I had kids coming up to me at yard duty going, oh, Miss S, I saw you on TikTok. And some parents even commented on it as well. But the comments on it were just what sent me. They were so funny. One of them was, that girl has more plastic in her face than the ocean because she had some lip filler at the time. Someone else commented, the mum is hot. There was no mum in it. I was just the older sister. I'm only 3 years older, so while it was meant to be nice, I'm sure it was with good intentions. It definitely was not taken my way.
That's unreal.
Second Chance Talkback on Nova. Kim in Melbourne, who did you serve?
Tom Cruise and Katie Holmes.
No, they're big names. We're talking A-listers. What were you doing for work at the time?
I was working at Paran's deli, and yeah, they came through. It was pandemonium. I served them some cheese and ham.
Cheese and ham.
Oh, Tom just had a hankering for some cabana and thought he'd pop into the deli.
Were they nice?
They were lovely, but I wasn't too starstruck. Everyone behind me was. They were crazy jealous I got to serve them. The week after, Susan from Neighbours came in.
You're more into Neighbours than Top Gun.
Thanks, Kim. Appreciate your call.
The Ben, Liam and Belle podcast.
Had brekkie with my dad this morning, Ben. And
Tom.
Yep. And I'm convinced he's the boomer final boss because he did the most boomer thing ever. Obviously, no catch up with your parents would be complete without a photo at the end to document the experience, which is lovely.
My dad will always get me to fix something on his phone.
Oh, okay, yeah. So my dad takes a photo, but the thing is he takes it like really close to your face. Like, you know how you know a photo's not going to be good just from the angle someone's holding it?
Yep.
Like they're like, righto, let's get that one. And they start zooming and they like put it real. Like first they unflip the phone case and then they get it really close.
Yeah.
You almost don't know where to look.
Why do older people always have the phone case where it covers the screen?
oh, they're very pedantic about the screen. And they always have tiny phones. I'm like, mate, it's like an iPhone 6. You can upgrade a bit. Anyway, so he's taken the photo. That's nice, Dad. You know, that's nice at breakfast. Let's have. And he was like, oh, I'll show you. I'll look at some. You know, they were doing some renovating on their bathroom at the moment, so he was showing me some of the tiles and that sort of stuff. And he was like scrolling through the photos on his phone, and then he went past one, and it was the Channel 7 weather for the week, and the weather lady in the corner. And I was like, why have you got a photo of that? And he's like, oh, that's the weather for the week. And I was like, what? So on Sunday, when the weather comes on Channel 7 News, Dad goes, quick, boom, get a photo of that. And now I know the weather for the entire week.
And he thinks he's living in the future because he
he's
can
like,
take a photo on his phone of the weather.
Yeah, I don't have to go outside. I don't have to listen to the radio because I got it on my phone, right? Because what I do is I take a photo of the TV at the start. I'm like, dude, you can get like minute-to-minute updates of the humidity anywhere on the globe. It's an app. I think it's already on your phone. I can show you where it is. It's like everyone has it. Either that or he's got the hots for the Channel 7 weather lady in Adelaide and he's trying to hide it. I don't know. They're both possible options.
You're listening to Len, Beam and Lel.
13, 24, 10. How did you get rich quick? Because there's a man in 1994 who bought the domain pizza.com. Then, every year from 1994, he spent $20 keeping it. Now, he has sold it for millions of dollars.
To be fair, he didn't get rich quick. He got rich over 30 years. But he actually took a long time for him to get rich. But
True.
I like these sort of crafty ways. Like, it's boring if you inherited money or, like, you worked hard at school.
Yep.
I want to hear from people who got rich from just coming up with, like, a little concept.
Yep. Imagine if you invented, like, the bouncy ball.
Yeah, I mean, that'd be a crazy one. I mean, there was a guy who once gave us a show helicopter, long story, but he took a photo of the Hollywood sign and he got the image rights to that. So now when anyone wants to use the Hollywood sign, they have to pay this guy who lives in Adelaide.
That's wild.
It's insane. I mean, that's the sort of stuff we're looking for. Alana in Sydney, this is your sister. How did she get rich?
Yeah, so when she was 19, she got hit by what was back then telecom, a guy driving a telecom car. It's now Telstra, obviously. She broke her pelvis and had a few knee injuries, but they paid her out $200K.
Whoa!
Wow.
I mean, look, she spent it all in a penthouse in about 6 months.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
But has the pelvis recovered? Like, she's all good now?
Oh, she's completely fine.
Yeah, I mean, this is the kind of stuff we're talking about, you know?
That is exactly what we're talking about. $200K, broken pelvis, that can repair, but you get the $200K in the penthouse. Alana, great call, 13, 24, 10. We want to know, how did you get rich?
James in Brizzy, how did you make bank?
Well, I grew up in New Zealand and I was hit by a car when I was 9. And the way it works over there's a government scheme called the Accident Compensation Corporation, and they gave me $15,000.
See, that doesn't seem like enough for getting hit by a car.
Yeah.
9-year-old.
How did you spend the money?
Well, my parents sort of kept it in sort of a trust type thing, and it paid for some travel while I was at school and after school and stuff. So yeah, it went to a good place. But,
yeah, that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I wouldn't say 15 grand though is like rich, right?
Yeah, and obviously they had to pay your uncle off 10 for hitting you with the car to get the payout.
Yeah.
Kaleidi, what did you get rich quick off?
I started my first job when I was 16. My supervisor was inappropriate with someone else, and I walked in on it, and the company paid me out $20,000.
Oh, my God. Obviously, to keep your mouth shut. Now you're calling to tell us about it.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. 20 grand.
This is just becoming like, why'd you get a payout?
Yeah.
Can I ask, you got 20 grand when you were 16. What did you do with it?
Mum and Dad met the bike. I third a car.
So you bought a car?
Bought a car, and I did go a bit crazy, but yeah, that's all.
Yeah, man. I'd have to buy a new phone. That
It was a
phone
bit
line's
bad, wasn't
shocking. Christine in Sydney, what did you get rich quick off?
Hey there. So I did OnlyFans. I started at the start of the year.
Yeah.
And, I was pregnant. So I was like, let me take some toe pics of me being pregnant. You'd be surprised how many weirdos are freaking interested in that stuff.
Yeah.
My partner was fully supportive. He was
Yeah.
we're making the bank.
Yeah.
And my feet were like extra swollen because, when you're pregnant, the girls know your feet get really swollen.
Yeah.
I just posted them online and I was making about $23K a month.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Whoa!
There are some weirdos.
Just to recap, you were pregnant, you had swollen feet, so you thought, I'm going to do exclusively swollen feet pics on OnlyFans, and you were making $23K a month.
Yes.
That's unbelievable.
Wow. And so,
it's crazy.
what did the cash drop off? After you gave birth and the swelling went down in the feet.
Yeah,
Did you notice a bit
I've
of a...
stopped now. Yeah, I've stopped now. No one's interested in my normal feet.
Oh, that sucks. I mean, it's kind of worth having another baby if that's on the cards.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I wonder if people are just thinking now, there'll be guys like, wonder if they're like gout or bunions. Like, I wonder if I could put that up.
I reckon there'd be a lot of people thinking, I'm going to do feet pics on OnlyFans.
$23K a month.
For feet pics? Who cares
And
if
that's
people look at your feet?
when people say that, like, oh, I did it, and you're like, yeah, but I don't really want to show my butt online. But I'm like, I don't care if someone looks at my toes. Whatever, you do whatever you want.
That is amazing. Thank you very much for sharing. If anybody else has a story they want to share, 13 24 10. How'd you make bank?
Geordie joins us now. How'd you get rich quick?
Mate, this is not me, but this is a mate of mine. He put $10 in the pokies at a casino in Melbourne, turned it into $1 million.
No, I don't believe that.
No, he didn't.
And a Harley Davidson. I swear to God, he got escorted into the mahogany room, Crown Casino, surrounded by security guards, had to sign all these confidentiality waivers, got given a little check, went back and picked up $1 million about 3 months later.
No way.
To get some extra details, he put $10 into the pokies, and that one machine paid out $1 million.
$1 million and a Harley Davidson he got.
Oh, and I thought he bought a Harley with the
No,
bloody...
and he got a Harley Davidson. So it was during the Chinese New Year.
Yeah.
And it had a Harley Davidson as an added bonus with the free tinting.
Bloody hell.
And he got the thing, and no joke, the machine went absolutely bonkers.
Geordie, I love that you shared that story. I'm kind of sad because we've peaked already tonight. With that, we're not going to beat
I don't
that
know
story.
if I've beaten that, yeah. And I'm getting itchy for a slap. No, I'm kidding, obviously. Gamble responsibly.
Anyone for Shogun tonight?
The old tradesman's laptop, is it?
But no, seriously, gamble responsibly.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But you got to be in it to win it. No.
You never know.
When does it... So this is when Belle normally comes in and does the serious stuff. We're just going to keep joking. We should just play a song and just say, be careful.
The Gamblers Helpline number, 1-800-858-858.
It's the Liam, Ben and Belle podcast. Liam owes me $50 for saying that. Oi, stop gooning. The next bit's about to start.
Nova's Red Room presents Aussie superstar.
Hey, what's up?
The Kid Laroi.
I'm the Kid Laroi. See me live, up close and personal in Nova's Red Room.
A once-in-a-lifetime event that you don't want to miss.
Yep, exactly right. Make sure you register novafm.com.au or on the Nova Player. The Kid Laroi's The First Time Tour coming to Australia from November. Get tickets now at Ticket Tech.
Now, we have an exclusive invite to give away tonight, and we've heard that Leo in Sydney, you want to take your girlfriend along. Would you like to head to Kid Laroi?
Hey guys, how you going? I'm so excited. This is amazing.
Well, Leo, you got yourself the invite, mate.
Guys, oh my goodness.
Unbelievable. It's going to be a crazy night, mate. Very exclusive, so you're one of very few who's getting to go along.
Wow, this means so much. Like, honestly, I've been a fan since like 2020, ever since it started popping off, and like, oh my God, this doesn't even feel real right now.
Oh, so good. Well, of course, to claim the exclusive invites, all you have to do is sing Girls for us.
All right, let's do it. Okay. Okay, do you guys actually want me to?
Yeah. Whenever you're ready, Leo. Yeah, it's yours, mate.
Yeah.
Girls just want to dance. Girls just want to have fine. No, yeah, that's it. I've got stage fright.
No, you didn't.
No.
To be honest, you didn't even have to do that. But the fact that you
I knew that. I knew you guys were stitching me up. I knew that.
no, you did, and you knew the word, so you're clearly a fan. So that's good.
You did very well, mate. Enjoy the show. You got yourself an invite.
Appreciate it, guys. Have a good one. Thank you.
No worries at all. Thanks, mate.
I bet you can't keep a mewing streak for this whole podcast. Ben, Liam and Bells.
Gorey Stories. Yeah, if you've got a story that's a little gory, well, now's the time to call 13 24 10.
If you missed it last week, this is a couple of examples of some gory stories that we got.
My dad was helping me carry a treadmill, and as we went through the door, he degloved the backs of both his hands, meaning he peeled all the skin and flesh off the backs of both his hands.
I was cutting a plastic bag and the knife was facing upwards. It flicked and the knife just went straight in my eye and like a bit of gush what came out.
Did he say a piece of his eye came out?
He did, yes. And that was a gory story.
It was very gory.
Look, if you've got one, 13 24 10 is the number. Brutal injuries, that sort of thing.
We have got your Friday night drinks sorted. If you're our favourite gory story, could be somebody you know as well if you want to share that. 13 24 10 packs of Coco Loco to give away. We'd love to hear your stories.
Courtney in Adelaide, you've got a gory story.
Hey guys, so when I was 4, I was just running around in my parents' room. My feet got caught in their sheets and I went face first into their corner of their side table. And I don't really remember, I might have been yelling or going to scream, but I actually sliced through, not the top of my tongue, the middle of my tongue, almost completely off, and it was hanging out of my mouth from, my mum said, maybe the width of a shoelace left hanging off. And she walked in because she didn't hear me scream. She heard a thud.
She heard a wet thud on the floor.
Yeah, this little 4-year-old head to toe in blood. She was like, it looked like you'd been murdered. You were just standing there head to toe.
Oh, my God. You bit your tongue off, basically.
Kids love running into the corners of tables, don't they? I'm honestly scared to have children. I think I'll need all-rounded, soft edges everywhere. Oh, God. Oh, I'm sorry about that, Courtney. Shane in Sydney, you think you've got a gory story?
Yeah, I do, guys. I must have been 8, maybe 9 years old, and I used to race motocross, so two-wheel motorcycles.
Yeah.
And I went to a friend's house who had a lot of four-wheelers, so we went riding on the four-wheelers, and we went up a hill and turned down the hill. And instinct with a two-wheeler is you put your leg out to lean over, and I put my leg out, and the leg got jammed between the wheel and the mudguard of the four-wheeler, and I had accelerated. So from my knee down to my ankle, it had ripped the entire layer of my skin off, and it was just curdling red. It gets even better, though, because the reaction, I've been told, the reaction from my mother was that she immediately grabbed what she said was a bottle of peroxide, I'm not sure what it was, and poured it directly onto the leg.
Yeah.
And the pain and the scream, I can still remember it. I'm nearly 38. And it was painful to the next degree. So she
the peroxide!
Oh, dude. That is gnarly.
Shane.
Oh, yeah, you got to lay off the four-wheelers. Death traps.
The two-wheeler, he said.
No, I think he's used to the two-wheeler, but he was using a four-wheeler and he put the leg out. Is that right, Shane?
Yeah, spot on.
Yep, double points for listening for me. Daniel in Melbourne, what's your gory story?
Yeah, hey guys, mine's not quite that bad, but I used to manage in fast food, and I had another manager on with me. I was working up the front, packing the orders, and she was putting things in the fryer. So she grabbed this really heavy rack of the fried chicken they brought out, and chucked it down into the fryer, and it just went nuts, started bubbling like a volcano, and literally erupted onto her. So this boiling hot oil went all down her, on her top, on her legs, on her arms. You could literally see her screaming, turning around, the flesh melting off her body.
No.
And that was the gnarliest thing I've ever seen.
I mean, I think that's just as gnarly as the last story. I mean, you played it down. Yeah, my colleague's flesh melted off in front of me. It wasn't that bad, but, Oh, That's gory.
Daniel, that certainly is gory. We're going to give you a pack of Coco Loco alcoholic sparkling coconut water, mate.
Oh, perfect. Cheers, guys. Got me sorted for tonight.
Absolutely. We got everybody's Friday night drinks sorted. If you want to get involved, we've got more of those to give away.
That bit was Baby Gronk approved. Ben, Liam and Belle's
Gorey Stories.
It's a great time to do it on a Friday night because I feel like it's just... personally, I feel like the bosses don't listen on Fridays, and these stories can be quite confronting.
I know. They're having nice dinners with their families or out for drinks at this point.
Yep.
So this is where you can get away with stuff. Or they'll text us in the next 5 minutes and go, not so smart, and then we'll feel like we've got egg on our face.
Yep.
Lisa in Sydney, you've got a gory story.
Well, it's not as gory as some of the ones that you've already heard. But as a kid... I had a thing for condensed milk, and my mother was cooking one day, and she hadn't taken the lid off properly, and I stuck my finger in it, and it got jammed, and my brother thought that he would help me, so he held the can, and he grabbed my hand, and he pulled, and the top of my finger came off. My mother can't look at condensed milk anymore, either, by the way.
Yeah. And times are tough, so she said, that's still good. We'll fish that out. But we can still use that.
The thing I love about these gory stories is they're so gory, and you know it's coming, but you can't look away.
Yeah, as soon as you said, like, can,
Yep.
unopened, you're just like, okay, well, let's just get through this together, eh? Oh, brutal, Lisa. Thanks for your call. Jackson, what about you, mate? A gory story?
Hey, so I was 13 years old. I was about to attend my grandmother's funeral, and my mom just actually ironed her dress that she was going to wear. And she left it on the ground, and I was getting ready, not realizing she left it there, and it fell on my foot. Now, you would think that you would feel instant pain, but you actually didn't. I smelled my own skin burning, and I was like, what's burning? Thinking it's, something material, and it was my own foot burning. And then the second I looked down, I obviously started crying. Horrible. It was like a light switch. And my mom threw me in the bathtub. I couldn't go to school for a week. It was horrible.
Somebody call 911. My foot is burning on the lounge room floor. Sounded better in my head.
Are we getting a live parody?
It did not work.
You had a run at it?
That was not good.
Yeah, it wasn't great.
I'm like that screaming guy now.
Jackson, appreciate you sharing your story.
No problem.
Sorry about Liam.
He hung up.